Hello, my lion butterfly friends. I wasn't going to pull the butterfly for you. It kind of sort of came out, but it kind of sort of didn't meet my coming out rules, so I did shuffle it back in. But then I pulled your tea leaf cards, and look what came out, butterfly. So I said, okay, I guess you're supposed to have the butterfly. We'll see how it goes. First of all, for the lion, patient, regal, a complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealthy, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. And that is something I very much hope that my viewers understand or come to understand. All right. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, withdrawn and too serious. To bring into balance, daily meditation and friendship. Yes, you need both. Daily meditation is great, but it is not a replacement for relationships with other people. And friendships are very important. Okay, next, the butterfly. This is the air element, of course. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Oh, transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon, committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or prayer, done at the same time and the same place, will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile and frustrated. To bring into balance, a daily routine. Okay. So those are your significator cards, the energy that you are at the moment, if indeed this is your reading. And these are your tea leaf cards, which are here to help you determine whether or not this is your reading. So, first of all, we have butterfly. As we mentioned before, with this one, it is a time of transition. And this one also mentions change, a change for the better. But, as this one said, it's important to keep in mind that transition is not comfortable, transformation is not comfortable. So while you're in the midst of it, it may not feel like things are getting better, but they still are. Or maybe. I'm going to go with are, but you are living your life. You have to determine what's going on. All right. Taking a look at the rest of your cards, we have Throne, position of authority, and Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Isn't that wonderful? We have the month of April, so something will happen in April, has happened in April, maybe happens every year in April. You would know. And Tulip, great passion. Then we have Scissors, disappointment in some affair, and Bird, flying. News is on the way. Hopefully it's good news. It doesn't actually say. Although this butterfly card does kind of suggest it is a change for the better, whatever the news may be. Even if there's a disappointment, it is likely to only be temporary. All right. With all that in mind, the important question, why are you here? Why do you want a tarot reading? So we have Six of Wands coming out. This is about success, about visible success, about being seen and heard. In the reverse, this can be about, it could be about failure, but it could also be about having, being a bit too needy, being a bit too dependent on others' thoughts and opinions, and letting them define you. In the upright, of course, it is healthy success, being seen and heard, having acclaim, recognition from others in a healthy way. Ooh, okay. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles come up in the Soul Connection short for today. I'm not sure if Temperance was in the reverse or not. It was on the floor and I picked it up without looking. So, let's see, is there anything else? Strength. You are really heavy on the Major Arcana cards today. I can see why you added the butterfly cards. You are probably really going through it. Let's see. Wow, I don't understand it. The cards are slipping all over the place. And now we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think you may need a Healing Heart card today. Okay. Haven't used that one in a while. So, we already discussed the Six of Wands. Moving on, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, and Lovers. And Nine of Pentacles. The time is not now. There's a lot of work to be done. The Lovers, okay, so Wheel of Fortune, of course, is a timing card. It's also about karma, dharma, fate, destiny. Fate and destiny not being the same things. With one, fate is believing that you have no control. You have no choices, and you are completely helpless and basically a victim at the whim of the universe. The Lovers is about making a choice. So obviously you do have choices. So what we're talking about is destiny, whether you are aware of that or accepting of that or not. So, and this Nine of Pentacles is about the self-cultivation. We talked about that. As in terms also of a harvest, because after you do the self-cultivation, you don't just cultivate yourself and then nothing changes in your external world. There is a harvest. There is change that happens as a result of your inner change. It takes a lot of time and practice and patience, and the harvest itself is not quick or easy, but it is worthwhile. Now, as I said, I'm not sure whether Temperance was in the upright or in reverse, so there is a need for balance between the material and the spiritual, between perhaps your new life and your old life, or just finding a new way to navigate what is changing in your life. There's also strength here. This is the soft kind of strength. So this is about being yielding rather than seeking to force your will. This is about taming and inviting and having compassion. Think of how you would approach a frightened animal. Usually, of course, strength depicts a lion being tamed with gentleness and understanding, being a good listener, being sensitive. All these things that we are conditioned to believe are weaknesses, but which in fact are our strengths and are absolutely necessary for true leadership. Now, the one problem here we have is the Ace of Cups in reverse. This suggests that your heart chakra is closed, guarded. Perhaps you don't feel safe. There's definitely some uncertainty here. So that may be part of the problem. But you do need to look to your heart chakra, to opening it up again, to developing an awareness of it. And perhaps this compassion for yourself is something that needs to be worked on more. It maybe there's some more balance issues. You do need to protect your heart, okay? So it can be very tricky if you're going from having a very closed heart chakra, and then you may be trying to find a way to open it up, sorry, in a way that feels balanced and safe to you, or it may be that your heart chakra got blown wide open, and now you're trying to figure out how do you have a happy medium, not too closed, not too open, which no matter which case you're experiencing, you do have to figure that out. So, the Strength card is a good suggestion because your open heart chakra with healthy boundaries will enable you to be compassionate towards yourself and towards others, and to take care of yourself, to be balanced. Maybe that is your big question at the moment. I need some more water. My throat is really dry today. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say. That's interesting. An uncontrollable force entered your life. Has entered your life, will enter your life. Perhaps you've learned to be grateful for it. And we have the raccoon. The raccoon being a problem solver, curious, asks questions, adaptable. For those of you who don't know, the raccoons... So, when we talk about dogs domesticating or becoming domesticated, they domesticated themselves. So that's how it works. Wild animals discover that there are benefits to hanging around with humans, and they domesticate themselves. Raccoons are one of the species that are domesticating themselves right now. I think possibly foxes or possibly skunks may be doing it as well. I don't know. But they are very mischievous, creative. They are entrepreneurs, they're scavengers, resourceful, clever. But we have this delicate situation. Raccoons, of course, are creatures of the night and quite sneaky. And in spite of their reputation for washing their food, they tend to make big messes. Oh, this is interesting. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and now you have the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely, you're right about that. This is a big part of what's going on for you right now. You need more information, more clarity. The situation is still pretty delicate. So do your research, examine the fine prints, and be patient. It may be that you do not have control over what's happening, that it may be time for you to be patient. So sunrise, happy beginning, new day, but also darkest before the dawn. You could be at any point along that spectrum. And once again, we have ice and snow. Here, avalanche was ice and snow, of course. And here we have iceberg. So a lot of coldness. Not what I would expect next to sunrise. Obstacles overcome, problems end. And yet, it doesn't look that way, does it? So garden, public venues, society, crowd, audience, party, meeting, event, a date, community, outdoors, but also playing the field. Perhaps simply getting back out there. All right, this combination is very puzzling. So we have unseen, look deeper, mysterious, subconscious, buried memories, illusion, hidden depths, complex, or complexity. I can't see the last few letters. So this is giving very much a moon kind of feeling. Icebergs, of course, have what, 75, 80%, maybe 90% of their total volume, size, is hidden beneath the water where it can't be seen. So, it looks like there's still things that need to be worked on, which I was actually getting from your tarot cards as well. In recovery, the boomerang. It's interesting. What kind of recovery, or what is being recovered? So we have a bit of obsession going on, perhaps. Oh, wasn't back. This one has come out a lot lately. The moose. Imposing, powerful, independent, time alone. Sounds like I don't think it's solidarity. I think it's solidity within oneself. So that's what I think is going on. The moose is very capable of being independent. They spend most of their time alone. Yes, they are large, imposing, powerful, confident. They don't need anybody else. Your tarot card, you had the Six of Wands in the uncertainty position. So that could definitely be indicating some possible dependence on others, on the opinions of others. But the moose is definitely not dependent on the opinions of others. So perhaps you are working your way through that. But again, we do have magnet, longing, desire, gravity, magnetic. I think the word that is most important here is yearning. It may feel uncontrollable. It may feel like something you have no control over, but would be a good idea to try to distract yourself at the least. Or change your mental habits when the subject or object of your yearning comes to mind. Say no and try to focus on something more immediate. Focus on what's in front of you. Okay, I said we were going to get a Healing Heart Oracle card. So that is what we shall do. I haven't looked at this in a long time. It's a nice deck. I like it. All right, here we go. Worthy Heart. You are enough. With that Six of Wands in the uncertainty position, maybe this is something that you have been struggling with. And we'll take a look at this one too. It was underneath it. Normally I wouldn't take it, but it does seem appropriate. We have number 2, Worthy Heart, You Are Enough, and number 8, Fearful Heart, It's Time to Shine, which is definitely a Six of Wands kind of thing. All right. 2, Worthy Heart, You Are Enough. Dear heart, I know you carry brokenness, criticism, and not feeling good enough within you. You don't believe that you are worthy of comfort, kindness, acknowledgement, and encouragement. You hide because you are unsure of yourself, your talents, abilities, and most of all, your value in intimate relationships. I feel you because you are not alone. Like many other hearts, you bought into the story of lack. You've been so busy looking outside for love and acknowledgement that you have forgotten how to refill your own inner cup. Deep inside, you know that no matter how much others say they like you or love you, that sentence is not punctuated properly. Okay. Deep inside, you know that no matter how much others say they like you or love you, unless you can practice self-love, you will always feel like you're not enough. The truth is you are enough. You are more than enough. You are bountiful, you are beautiful, and you are divine. Heart healing. Tune into this part of your heart and ask, what do you require to become full? Allow an answer to arise as a thought or feeling, then record it in a journal or draw a picture of what you feel. This aspect needs to expand and strengthen. Make time to caress this heart, tell it words of encouragement, and visualize peach rays of light, filling it up with the most incredible sense of self-worth, belief, and vitality. Cherish this heart. There's a song called Cherish, isn't there? Maybe that would be a good one for you. All right, number 8, Fearful Heart, It's Time to Shine. Dear heart, I know you feel small and afraid. You have suffered the consequences of being belittled and hurt, which has made you want to hide and become invisible to others. You have given more attention to why something may not work as opposed to why it could. You have experienced heartbreak and heartache many a time. I feel you. You are tired, lonely, and self-protective. It has been easy for you to sabotage everything from intimate connections to great career opportunities. I am ready to embrace you and allow you to grow, so you can start to recognize your true worth and power. Fear has made you see only one side of the story. It is time to explore your journey from a space of courage and strength, and it is time for you to shine, my sweet, fragile heart. See, strength is an issue for you. Heart healing. Imagine what a fearful heart would look like. Would it be dark, small, and gooey? Visualize holding it in the palm of your hand. With the other hand, caress this anxious heart while encouraging it to strengthen and become courageous. Truly see how much this aspect has suffered and lovingly embrace it. Energetically place it back into your heart and make a decision to do something courageous within the next 72 hours. Then take action. All right. I'm leaving it there for you. I am wishing you all the best. Till next time.